Well, hello there. Lisa Nikki Berwin with Tomorrow's Technology Today. With everything that's going on in the news, I thought I'd take a minute and give you a better understanding and help you figure out how the bad guys are going to try to take advantage of you by tricking and fooling you. This is what we call social engineering. It is so easy to be a victim, especially with all the urgency and haste going on now. For the next few minutes, I'm going to talk to you about the 7 ways to detect a phishing email. One of our first clues are emails that ask for personal information. Legitimate companies will not ask for this information in an email, things like passwords or social security numbers. This information is what we call personally identifiable information and should not be shared in an email. So whether it is legitimate or not, do not send this type of information through an email. Our second tip is an email that uses a generic greeting. Emails from legitimate organizations will not address you by "Dear Valued Customer." They will either use your first name or no greeting at all. Next, you want to check that email address. Does it really look legitimate? Is it from a gmail.com, AOL.com, any of those free providers? That should be a clue to you that maybe there's something unusual about this email. Also look for the spellings carefully. Is there maybe 2 I's? Something that makes it look the same, but is actually spelled different. One of the biggest clues to a phishing email is poorly written. Things that the grammar doesn't flow together correctly, or maybe there's a lot of misspellings or just a few. Those should be signs that maybe this is not an email you should be responding to. Hackers are going to try to get you to go to their website. They're going to put what we call clickbait in their emails. This is where they want you to click on something and they can then install malware or spyware from that click. Because you are telling the computer, yes, this is what I want to do, it is providing the permission to that website to do what that hacker has set up to do. So before you click, always hover over that link or that button and really review the URL that it is sending you to. If it is something that you really think that you should do, I highly suggest going to the website from your browser and not clicking on the link. Tip number 6, it's the attachments in the emails. This is a huge risk. It is so easy to fall victim to this, either curiosity or just doing your job. Be careful of any attachment that is on an email. Always verify your source and do not just randomly open those attachments. I know how curiosity can get you, especially when it's an attachment of a voicemail. Think about, does your phone system send voicemails? And does it come from that source? And tip number 7, I kind of mentioned this before, but the company links matching legitimate URLs. Always hover over those links and really make sure you know where that link is taking you before you click. Phishing email attacks can be difficult to recognize. Whenever you receive unsolicited emails, it is important to confirm the validity of the email before clicking any links or opening attachments. When unsure if an email is a phishing attempt, please contact the company directly, either through your contacts or the company's email. Do not use the contact information that is included in that email. I also want to mention a term called business email compromise, BEC. This is where the hackers are either taking over an email account or spoofing, impersonating a significant personnel at a company. Many times, this is how people are tricked. Always think before you act, especially if they are adding urgency to the request. Hackers are hackers. They're always going to be one step ahead of us. If you would like more of these tips, or if your organization is not doing a security awareness training, contact us. We have a complete program with education, phishing tests, and a complete monthly reporting. We'd love to help you stay safe. Security awareness training is more than just phishing tests. You want to have a partner that helps you know your vulnerabilities and customize your training to those vulnerabilities. Contact us today. We would love to help.